Hi, second graders. So today we are looking at lesson 1-8. We're going to be practicing with addition and subtraction facts. So we're going to be looking at both today, okay? All right. We're going to start out with some fact families. So you can see my book. I'm on lesson 1-8 and the page number is 47. You can see Jackson on that page and he has looks like maybe a swimming pool in front of him, one of those blow-up swimming pools. And here's his story. It says, write 4 related facts that use both the numbers 7 and 9 as quickly as you can. Hold up your hand when you are done, then tell how you found each fact. Okay, so I know that I have to use the numbers 7 and 9. Okay, and I also know that I need to have 4 related facts. So I will tell you right now that there are 2 different ways that I can have a fact family using 7 and 9. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and cut my pool in half. And the first way I can think of 7 and 9 is by using them both as add-ins, which means those are the 2 numbers that I'm going to be adding together. So 7 and 9. And if I add those 2 together, if I don't have that yet in my long-term memory, then what I would do is I would put the first number in my head and I would count on from there. So let's go ahead and put 7 in our head and we're going to count on 9 more because we're doing 7 plus 9. Okay, here we go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so if I add 7 and 9, I get 16. So the 3 numbers that I'm going to be working with are 7, 9, and 16. Okay, so my first addition fact would be 7 plus 9 equals 16. All right, that's one. Another addition fact that I could make would be the flip-flop, right? So I could do 9 plus 7, and that would also give me 16. Okay, now I know that along with my 2 addition facts, I'm also going to have 2 subtraction facts. And whenever I subtract, I have to start with the biggest number. You got it. Okay, so of these 3 numbers, 16 is the biggest. So I'm going to write 16 minus, and I'll go ahead and minus 9. And since my facts are related, I know that's going to give me 7. And then my final subtraction fact would be 16 minus, I've already subtracted 9, so this time I'm going to subtract 7, and that's going to give me 9. Okay, good job. So these were my 3 numbers that I used. All right, so that's one way I could use 7 and 9 in a fact family. Now the other way I could use those 2 is to have one of them as my difference. So in other words, a subtraction problem, okay? So if I use this as a subtraction problem, I would have to start with a bigger number. So 9 take away 7, and that would equal, if you're not sure, we can use our fingers. I have 9 here. Take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm left with 2. Okay, so 9 take away 7 equals 2. That would be one subtraction fact. Another subtraction fact, again, I still have to start with my biggest number, 9. But this time, instead of taking away 7, I'm going to take away 2. And that would leave me with, if they're related, right, it would leave me with 7. And if I'm not quite sure, I could show on my fingers 9, take away 2, leaves me with 7. Okay. Now I can go to adding because I have my 2 subtraction facts. So I wanted to get my 2 addition facts. 1 would be 7 plus 2, right? And if I added those 2, I could start with my bigger number and count on 7, 8, 9. I land at 9. Okay, so those are still related, right? They use the same numbers. And if I know 7 plus 2 equals 9, then I also know the flip-flop, right? Which is 2 plus 7 equals 9. Okay, so those are both ways that I could use 7 and 9 in related fact families. So I would like you to go ahead and pick one of these ways, and you're going to write your 2 addition facts and your 2 subtraction facts. All right? So in the first example, the 3 numbers that were related were 7, 9, and 16. And then in my second example, the numbers that were related were 9, 7, and 2. Okay? All right. If you need more time with that, you can go ahead and pause the video here. And then from there, I'm going to go ahead and look at the next page. All right, so here we have Jackson. And he says, up here at the top, practice your basic facts to recall them quickly. So first he asks us to find 7 minus 4. Think of strategies to help you practice the facts. All right, so we have several different strategies. One way to subtract is to think about addition. And we talked about that yesterday, right? So if my problem is 7 take away 4, I can think 4 plus something would give me 7, right? I would put 4 in my head and count on till I got to 7. It would sound like this: 4, 5, 6, 7. How many did I have to add to get to 7? That's right, I had to add 3. So I know 4 plus 3 equals 7. If I know that addition fact, then I also know that 7 take away 4 is going to equal, you got it, 3, because those facts are related. Okay? All right, let's look at the next part. Jackson says knowing doubles facts can help too. Find 4 plus 5. Okay, so 4 plus 5 is a near double. And so Jackson has a double that he knows. He says that he knows 4 plus 4 is a double, and 4 plus 4 and 1 makes 4 plus 5. So if we know, boys and girls, that 4 plus 4 equals 8, then 4 plus 5 would be just one more, right? Which would give us 9. That's right. Okay, and then in the last box, he has some summarizing to give us. Practicing my basic facts will help me remember the facts quickly. Then my math problems will be easier. Okay, so that's what we've been talking about with your math fluency games, right? Like the games that you play from your green math folder, and then also the games that we have on the computers on slide 4 in your Google Classroom. Those are all to help you with your math fluency. That's what we're going to be looking at today, basic math facts. Okay. So let's look first at the guided practice, and it's telling us we need to add or subtract, and we can use any strategy. Okay, so the key thing today is going to be to take real careful note about what my operation is, because sometimes I'm going to be subtracting and sometimes I'm going to be adding. Okay, so our first fact is 14 minus 9. All right, now we definitely need a strategy in case some of these are not ones that we have in our long-term memory. For 14, take away 9, I know I can start with the smaller number and count up to the bigger number. And it sounds like this: 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, how many more did I have to jump? I had to jump 5, right? So 14 take away 9 equals 5. All right, let's go ahead and look at number 2. 17 take away 9. Okay, I'm going to use the same strategy. I'm going to put the smaller number in my head, and I'm going to count on until I get to the bigger number. It's going to sound like this: 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. How many did I have to add? That's right, I had to add 8 more. Okay, so I'm going to show you my screen. 17 minus 9 equals 8. Okay, number 3. Notice we're adding this time. 5 plus 7. So those two I'm going to add together. No, I'm kind of thinking of a double here, guys. What do you think? I know 5 plus 5 is 10, and I know 7 is just 2 more than 5. So if 5 plus 5 is 10, then 5 plus 7 would be, yeah, it would be 12. Okay. How about the next one? 10 minus 5. Yeah, if I have 10 and I take 5 away, that's right, I'm left with 5. Good. Okay. All right, and I'm just going to continue from there. Number 5 is 6 minus 0. Our brains like taking away zeros, right? 6 minus 0, that's right, equals 6. All right, number 6, hey, that's a doubles fact. 9 plus 9. Doubles facts are really important to get in our long-term memories, boys and girls. 9 plus 9 gives me, that's right, those of you who know it, 18. If I'm not sure, I'm going to use the strategy of putting that first added in my head and counting on from there. It's going to sound like this: 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, there's my 18. All right, number 7 is 12, take away 4. Again, if I'm not sure, I'm going to put the smaller number in my head for takeaway, and I'm going to count on until I get to the bigger number. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I have 8. So 12 take away 4 gives me 8. All right. Okay, next one is 10 plus 10. When I add 2 10s, yeah, good job. I have 20. Nice. Okay, next, 11 take away 4. Well, if I don't have it in my long-term memory, you got it. I'm going to start with my smaller number and count on to my bigger. Sounds like this: 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have, that's right, 7. Oops, 11 take away 4 gives me 7. All right, moving right along, number 10. 9 plus 1, our brains like that one. 9 plus 1 is 10. Number 11 is 8 plus 0. Ooh, our brains like that one too. 8 plus 0 is 8. And last one under guided practice, 16 minus 8. All right, now you might know a related addition fact because it's a double and many of us have our doubles memorized, right? But if you don't have that double memorized, we can use the strategy of putting the smaller number in our head and counting on till we get to the bigger. So sounds like this: 8 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There we go. I have 8. That's right. All right. So those of you who have your doubles memorized, you could think 8 plus 8 equals 16, and then use that as a related fact to help you solve. Okay. So doubles are really useful and helpful to memorize. Okay, so guess what, boys and girls? The next page, your independent practice, you're doing the same thing. It says add or subtract and use any strategy. So again, the most important thing is going to be to notice what the operation is, whether it's subtraction or addition. Okay, but you're just going to go through and you're going to do the same process for all of those. I would like you to really try to do 13 through 30. Okay, if you are finding that it is taking you longer than your 30-minute block, because we have 30 minutes that we put aside for our math book, if you're finding that it's taking you longer than that time, then I want you to go ahead and stop when you get to that 30-minute mark, but I want you to do as many as you can, okay? And if you get through it a little more quickly, then you can go ahead and do the last 3 on the bottom, 31, 32, and 33. Those are the bonus problems today. You can complete those if you get done early, okay? All right, if you have any questions, get stuck, need some extra support, you can always reach out to me. You can even bring your math book to our Google Meet, and you and I can talk about it after a regular meet. I don't mind staying after with you to go over any questions that you might have, okay? All right, guys, I'll see you soon, and I hope you have a good day. All right, bye.